Today I'm gonna show you how I detail an engine bay. This is from a 2017 Kia Sedona. It's pretty dusty. Usually I don't work in cars that are older than 2010 because they don't have a lot of seals and water can get into the electrical and that can cause a problem. But in this case it's 2017, and I usually start by vacuuming all the dust and everything. This engine is pretty dusty. I mean, luckily it doesn't have any like grease. There's some cars that have like a lot of grease, oil and stuff. So the first thing I do is I vacuum everything, make sure I get rid of the dust. Then I spray it with a all-purpose degreaser. I'm using purple degreaser, but you can use like Ajax or whatever, dish soap, depending on how dirty it is. In this case I don't really need it, but I'm using it anyways. So make sure you spray the whole engine. And once you're done, just leave it sitting down for like 5 minutes, and I use my detailer brush to start agitating everything, like all the plastics, everything, between the cups, gaps, and little spots and everything. So make sure you go like everywhere, because if you don't agitate, the dust is not gonna go away. So like even underneath, like in this case right here, pretty much everywhere, every spot that you can find that you can use your brush, go ahead and use it. You can also do the battery as well. There's some cars that have like a label that says do not spray. Also, you can use a garden hose, but in this case I have the power washer. I'm using the green tip. Usually the yellow is too strong, and you don't want to use the yellow one because you can damage like any wires or anything in there. So make sure you use the green tip and don't spray it too close. Just make sure you keep it at a certain distance, and try not to keep the water in one spot. Just make sure you keep spraying without stepping, something like this. After I'm done spraying, I use pressurized air or compressed air, so that way I can blow away like whatever dust was left and everything, and make sure I go through the wires, especially like the connectors. Make sure there's no like water sitting there. It can create some rust in the connectors, so you can have some problems later with the electrical system. So make sure you go through like the connectors, like right here with the computers. Make sure you blow all the water away. Same with the battery. You don't want corrosion. And just keep blowing everything. And after you're done blowing everything, I usually use a towel, especially one that you don't need anymore because it's gonna get greasy and stuff, and you start drying everything up. If I need, I use the compressed air again, like in some spots that I see there's like a lot of water still. So after using the towel, you can go ahead and just make sure you get rid of all the water, and especially in the electrical system. After that, just leave the car running for like 10 minutes. You'll see a little bit of smoke coming out, but that's just like all the steam coming out from the car warming up and all the water. And that's how it looked before. As you can see, it was very dusty.
I don't
And
even
that's
have to do
after.
any dressing on it. It's pretty good by itself.
All right, thank you for watching. Subscribe and like it. Nice and shine. I gotta do the windows.